Hey guys, how we doing today? So let's talk about some amber fragrances. It's your boy Frag-Jitsu. Welcome. Good morning. Nice cold day. Great day to talk about fragrances with amber. The warm, the cozy, the glowy, the gooey, the sweet, often sometimes dry, sometimes soapy. Amber could have so many different elements to it. It can be boozy. It can be a really incredible note. It can be vanillic amber, resinous amber, really dark stuff. Or it could be sort of stanky with a little bit of animalic funk to it. You could have a handsome amber, so there's just a lot of really cool styles. You also have ambergris or ambergris. I'm only going to mention one fragrance here that I think is the sort of reference fragrance for me for ambergris. I'm going to get that one out of the way first. I do not have a full bottle, but I think this is your reference fragrance for the level of what ambergris could be like. So ambergris is a sort of an aquatic amber, right? It's more of a airy, fresh, watery style of amber. It's a little bit otherworldly, and a lot of times it's not really ambergris, it's some kind of reconstruction. But I just wanted to mention it because it is something that is so unique in fragrance, and I actually don't have a lot of ambergris personally. Now, the number one scent for that for me, my best experience with ambergris so far has been Ambre Supreme or Ambre Supreme from Les Indemodables. I only have the decant, so I just wanted to get that one honorably mentioned out of the way. It is seriously a great fragrance with a lot of this otherworldly experience, and that's really all I could say about it. It has this aquatic, air, ozonic style of feel to it. It has just this like ghostly saltiness to it. It's not really overt, and you really have to search this fragrance as you're wearing it. It's really, again, ethereal. It's an amazing fragrance. Ambre Supreme is really something else. And every time I've sprayed it and worn it, I've gotten slightly a different experience. This is one that I would investigate further if you guys are looking at ambergris. Now, let's go straight to the pure amber stuff. This is what we're here for. I did just want to mention that one. I have a few decants to run through really quick. So it's flexible, guys. Amber can be a lot of different things. There are fragrances that are amber-centric, where amber is the centerfold. It is the main idea of the fragrance. There are many of those on this list. But then there are some on this list that are just amber was the intrinsic part, the intrinsic body, the launch pad, the foundation, the backbone. Amber can be that for a fragrance. So I included a wide variety. I will tell you the amber style as we go. I'll try to let you guys know, hey, this is really, really amber-centric, or this is something else with amber intrinsically tying it together. Now, for whatever reason, I'm a sucker for it. I love amber. I love all the different kinds. I love vanillic ones. I love tonka heavy ambers. I love all kinds of ambers. Resinous ones, a lot of the benzoin focus and vanilla focused. There's just so many great things to experience. So let's start with maybe the reference amber for a lot of mass appeal, right? This is probably the king of a mass appeal amber style of fragrance. It's a little expensive, but when people smell it, it's a really good reference to what amber can smell like, and really, really done well. This is a kind of like a first smell amber. Like, this is one of the first samples that I got that was really conveying amber. And this is Grand Soir, which is an incredible fragrance. I've gone through a 5 ml of this, and this one, I didn't buy Grand Soir. That's why it's early in the list, and we're just going to chat about it really quick. Not a full-on review or anything, but this is your sweet, cozy fun, really leisurely, but still very beautiful, guys. Really beautiful stuff. Just because it's a little bit more on the utilitarian enjoyment side doesn't mean it can't be appreciated as a beautiful work of art, because it is very, very good. Now, I'm not sure what the perfumer MFK was really, what was his brief. I don't really care about it that much. What I have in my hand here is very nice, and it's a really easy and fun wear. And it's kind of like your stepping stone into amber. This is a really, really easy milestone kind of sample to grab and pick up. Try to sample it if you can. If you're new to ambers and you're curious about it and you want to try like a, I don't know, a staple amber, right? A really staple modern amber, because they do get vintage and they do get a little bit more stanky and risky, and I enjoy those, but not everyone will. If you guys are just curious about ambers, start with Grand Soir. It's a really easy kind of thing to experience. Give it a couple wears though. Yeah, so for guys who are into fragrance, this is not challenging at all. It's very like fun and easy to wear, but when I ask other people who are outside of the fragrance realm about this, it's a lot more exotic than you might anticipate for them. This is more than any fragrance that a lot of people have smelled, and it's very simple and beautiful and well executed, and it's big. It's got a great performance to it. So Grand Soir is kind of like the starting point, right? That's where we begin. That's where I'd say like most people should start as a reference. It's sort of sweet, guys. It's got a little bit of sweet thing. It's a beautiful rendition, though. It's really, really excellent. It's smooth, ambery, vanillic. It has this benzo and tonka thing going on. Really, really awesome stuff. If you know what those notes smell like, they come together beautifully. The resins and the woods are like in the background. It's really not a main thing. I don't really get a resinous vibe with that. I get more of a cozy, gourmand amber with the vanilla tonka really pushing forward. No animalics, nothing like that. Very fun. Let's get to one that's kind of on the other side of the spectrum here. This one's still sweet. It's really sticky. It's a Christopher Sheldrake modern style of amber. It has this fruity, this really fruity, like dried fruits, very particular smell, and it's very challenging to wear for me. Les Participes Pas. It is French. I don't have really good French pronunciation, but as you see, this thing's mostly full. It's very, very tough for me to wear this. But if you guys are looking for a ridiculously sweet, dried fruits, syrupy, overwhelming experience, this is where you go. This Sheldrake right here is probably the strongest Serge Lutens that I've touched. I have about 11 or 12 of these now. Full bottles, a lot of full bottles will be on this video as well. But this is the one that I really have to mention first. This is your dried fruits, syrupy amber that you just, once you spray it, you'll never get away from it. It is very, very strong and fruity and just amazing. It's really powerful, guys. And this is that amber. And the reason I'm featuring it, guys, is because it's the only one to really take that dense, condensed, like hyper saturated fruit smell and just plug it with amber and make it this crazy, really overwhelming spray down. It's really, really fun to wear this thing. It's one of the most sticky fragrances I've ever got my hands on, and it's a lot of fun. But I wanted to mention it because I know it's underrated and not a lot of people talk about this one from Serge Lutens. That is Les Participes Pas. Super sticky, super gooey, really sweet in your face. The next one on the list, guys, is Rania J's Amber Loop. Smoky, animalic. I think there's a huge oud opening. Ridiculous fragrance right at the beginning. It's going to be challenging for a lot of people, but this 2012 drop from Rania J is really, really good. It's dark. It's got this dark, ambery, oudy, smoky, resinous, but then you get this vanilla tonka thing, which is giving you a powdery vanillic vibe, and you get this, I get cinnamon. I get like a semi-gourmand amber out of this, and it's really, really cool. So you get this like body, this chewy, gooey body where it's almost like you can eat this, but then it has this, I don't know, other aspect to it that's just challenging in the forefront. Like you will get it right away. It has animalic warmth. It has that really visceral warmth to it, and I really think it's good. It's going to dry down. I had someone say that it smelled like Cinnabons, and I smelled like really good Cinnabons, so that's fine with me. It's a semi-gourmand amber, but it does have these other components that you could really dig into and you could really feel out because it does have this animalic warmth to it. And it has like a pretty distinct oudy thing at the beginning that's very unique, guys. It reminds me of some of the better oud that I've smelled so far. And I've definitely been tracking down ouds. I have a lot of things on the way. But this thing right here is an honorable mention as well. Amber Loop. I think it should be on everybody's try it once list for sure. I'm going to talk about one that I've been hiding out for a while. It's a roller. It's kind of boring because it's a roller, but this is a Perfumum Roma. This is Amber Aurea. Now, this is probably the most amber you could get. This is straight up amber. It reminds me of a few other amber fragrances, obviously, and when you get into this category, now you start to really get this repetition sort of throughout all these different fragrances. You can identify it's amber centric. It's all about the amber with this one. This is an excellent fragrance from the early 2000s. It's dense, guys. It's dense. It's resinous. It's got some other facets to it that are really fantastic. I actually have it on my hand. Really strong stuff, guys. And what it really reminds me of, which don't hang me in the comments, it really reminds me of Amber Sultan. I feel like if you copied my homework and it looked like this and I invented Amber Sultan, I would accuse you of copying my homework. Obviously, it's different. There is definitely something going on between the two of those. Really similar stuff here. We are going to talk about Amber Sultan in a little bit by Serge Lutens, But I have to say, for the guys out there who haven't smelled Amber Aurea, but you've smelled Serge Lutens' Amber Sultan, expect something very, very close to that. There's going to be some differences. There's going to be a lot of differences. But you're going to be in the ballpark. Yeah, you're going to be really close. If you can imagine Amber Sultan, go smell it right now. Amber Aurea has a similar direction, right? I'm not saying they're the same thing or clones or anything, but just hear me out. They're very much in the same direction. Obviously, the way Perfumum Aroma does things, they really give you a lot to dig into and a simple sort of smell. Like, they give you a pretty straightforward smell, like something like patchouli as well. A really unbelievable fragrance. And something about Perfumum Aroma makes these profiles, when you compare them to other ones in the same profile, in the same genre, it sort of makes the other ones look, I don't know, naked or flat. I don't know if you guys have that feeling too. Like, when you tried all these Perfumum Aromas and you compare them to the other fragrances that they're like, even simple fragrances, it makes other fragrances often look flat. This house is really, really good. They have this really three-dimensional approach to how they create a simple, straightforward fragrance, but they don't lack on extreme complexity and a lot of facets. I think that's the key word for them, facets and dimensionality. They don't really combine all these obvious different things. It's almost like you have to dig into these Perfumum Aroma fragrances and sort of navigate their complexity, because everything's so close to the other thing in their fragrances. There's really no like, oh, I smell a bed of amber and on top of it I smell a vetiver scent or whatever, a fougere mixed with this and that. No, you don't really get that with these. They're really hard to classify for me, but they're super easy to, I don't know, enjoy, and they're very powerful. Perfumum Aroma is a house that I definitely am going to have a shitload of bottles from. I like them a lot, and Amber Aurea will be one that I eventually get. I think it is a reference amber fragrance for sure. It's one of the better ones. It's definitely got the cojones. It's got the power. It has that amber smell to it. It's got all of those facets of amber that you really like. It's a bit domineering though, and it's definitely forward. It's a forward fragrance. It's a very ambery fragrance. It doesn't do the play nice thing that a lot of other things do. And on the same token, patchouli. I think patchouli is actually the same house, Perfumum Aroma. I think patchouli is actually built off of amber as well. You're going to get a patchouli fragrance, or you're going to get this very nuanced, deep patchouli experience where you smell almost many different kinds of patchouli going on in here. But there is a funky sort of amber that's really holding this thing together that it's debatable. Some of you guys aren't going to agree with me, but I believe that there is a heart of amber in this and a base of amber in this patchouli that really makes it what it is. It has that warm hug, sort of a figment of that warm hug to it. It has that identifiable chewy body, but colored in all of these shades of patchouli that you could think of. Really nice stuff here too, this patchouli. So that definitely gets included in my amber mentions, and we're going to get to the full bottles now. I have a lot here, guys. I'm going to move on through them slightly faster than those. So we have CK Obsession. This is a vintage style of smell. This is amber built into a green and handsome kind of old school smell built into it. There's like a traditional masculine smell, even though this is a women's fragrance. Really good stuff, kind of old school. It's got a little bit of a skankiness to it in the animalic way. It's bright, but also gooey and ambery, kind of built off of this ambery body. It's not amber-centric at all. It's not really a, reference amber at all, but this is one of my faves, personal faves, and I have to plug it at the bottom of the list. It's not truly an amber fragrance, but it is built off of amber and a very, very fun time. An old school drop too. Definitely love that one, and I have some more vintages coming into that to try different batches. Let's talk about another great one that's sort of lower on the list, but it's really, really good. This is Musc Immortel from Atelier des Sources. Really beautiful stuff here. Really excellent wearing experience. I love it, usually at night when I go on my nighttime walks in the cold. This is just unbelievable stuff here. You do get a similarity again to Amber Sultan. You do get a similarity to this, Amber Immortel fragrance. It says Musc Immortel is the name, but I don't know. It should have been named Amber Immortel or something. There's obviously some musk going on in here too. You get that for sure, but I get the most ambery thing possible here. It's very naturalistic too. There's a lot of these naturalistic components to this. It doesn't smell synthetic. It smells really, really well done. and it has a directionality to the gourmand, but doesn't really go full committed in that direction. Definitely gooey, definitely golden, definitely lavish, but it's beautiful and relaxing. This is a very relaxing smell for me. It's a little bit challenging, guys. Like random people who are just kind of like going to smell this that aren't into fragrance. I'm not sure how they would understand how to process this. This is a lot for a normal person, like a person who's not smelled stuff before like this. It's going to be like kind of a shock to them, and they're probably not going to know what the hell's going on. But it's really, really beautiful for me personally. I love this fragrance, and I plug it a lot. I think it's kind of overlooked. I really do. I think Musc Immortel gets overlooked. I like it a lot, guys. The Immortel is not really too... It's more of a dry sort of Immortel. There's a dry component to this, almost how Amber Sultan has a dry component, and it has a herbal component. And then you get this more, I don't know, dense and gooey center. The whole body of this is this glowing, gooey thing. Really nice, guys. It has some crispness to it as well in this dry hay style of crispness. It's really excellent stuff, and I like the multifaceted sort of kind of layers to this. I like the body, the heart, and the top. I just love it all. It's really good. Excellent. Even though it's at the bottom of the list, it's one of my faves for sure in the ambers. As we move up the list, you guys are going to see why that one's so low. There's really a lot of good ones. I'm going to talk about an amber really quick that's more of a vanillic fragrance. It's more of a sweet vanillic fragrance, and it has other things going on, but I think that amber is a main player here, and it's one of my favorite fragrances, so I have to talk about it. Why not? And it's Musk Ravageur, a different musk named fragrance. This is awesome. Some people hate on this, and it's just crazy. It's really, really crazy. I spray this on my arm, and it's radiant, and I smell it to the next day. It's got great performance. It's more of a sweet fragrance with this slight, I don't know, greenness or handsomeness kind of folded into it. It's almost like it's telling you a secret about that. It's not really too obvious or in your face. And it has some funky thing going on that's really hard to put my finger on, guys. It's a head scratcher for me. It has this little weird eccentricities to it that are really fun. I love it. It's really good stuff here. This Musk Ravageur is awesome, and this is Maurice Roussel. I haven't really consciously went and tried Maurice Roussel's work, but as far as this goes on its own, it's really, really good stuff. It's a little bit more sweet, not really as amber obvious, but there is definitely that warmth to this. There's a bit of this like glowing, gleeful warmth and this little secret that it has in it that I really can't put my finger on, but it does have this little something. It's very cozy and comforting, but it's not like annoying or generic. It's special in its own way. It's high quality too. I really love Musk Ravageur, even though it's at the bottom of the list, but we're going to keep moving up. I'm going to just go ahead and hit you guys with some of the best shit now. We're going to go right into like some of the best stuff. I'm going to even skip some. We're not even going to talk about them. Chergui. Now this one also sort of has the amber in the background. This is Serge Lutens Chergui. This is a great fragrance that's been around for quite a while. Used to be a darling in the fragrance Frag-Com YouTube circles. It used to be a really, really great fragrance that everybody talked about. I know there's a few of us still kind of keeping it alive and still pushing it. This is great. I discovered it this year. I already used that much. Came full circle to this too. I was a little underwhelmed at first. I wasn't sure, and then I started wearing it. And when you just start wearing it, it's just made to be worn. It's a beauty. It's a spicy, sweet tobacco fragrance. Got a little bit more sweetness than you might think. It's actually quite pretty. This is a pretty fragrance. It's a little bit sticky, a little bit gooey, and the amber in this makes it just have this like warm, it's got warmth in the amber in the cozy, fuzzy way, but then it has the spices that really give it a lot of heat and warmth. It has the spices that really help counteract that sweet base that it's got going on, that really Christopher Sheldrake, semi-gourmand kind of thing that he sort of puts in a lot of these fragrances. There's going to be another surge on this list, but this one is like lower than that one when it comes to just amber centric. This is one of my tops for sure. It's very wearable. This is a really fun fragrance to wear, and I love it. Chergui is supposed to mean desert wind. I don't think it captures that too much, so if you're looking for a realistic desert wind, I got you with the next fragrance. Chergui is like a 10 out of 10, guys. I love it. I'm just going to go ahead and hit you with one of the heaviest hitters in the game. In the entirety of amber fragrances in general, this is one of the friggin' most unique, amazing, really high quality, executed, just everything from the marketing all the way until the wearing experience. This is ridiculous. This is an amazing fragrance. This is Andy Towers' Lair du Desert Americain. Two of those are on this list, but this could be the number one. I think it's really tied for one with two other fragrances I have. And it would be really tough to say which one's better. They're all different use cases. This one, though, is dense. It's just so amazing. I believe this is 20 years old at the time of recording this, maybe even older. It's an amazing fragrance, guys. From an indie house, the guy's a one-man show, but this smells like nothing else I have. It has a unique sort of nose feel to it. It's got a very textured 3D thing going on that's very rare. You don't get it that much with a lot of fragrances. Now, I understand you could appreciate anything out there, but this thing's got a little something different, a little something special here. It's very live. It's very alive. It's like a presence with you. It's really amazing. It's sort of comforting too, kind of calming and a little bit dark. It has a leathery greenness in the oak moss direction that makes it like it's vibrant for an arid smell. It has a dryness to it too that has like almost a sandy texture, but even more fine than sand could be. It's more of like dusty. It's like a dusty amber fragrance, dusty, spicy amber fragrance. Really, this stuff is phenomenal. It really does take a little bit of appreciation though. I actually did a little experiment with this and I started asking random people, bringing it with me and seeing what they said, and nobody really connected it to a desert, but they did go to sand and they did say that it smelled like the dunes near the ocean, or someone said it smelled like a day at the beach. Now, I get it. They're talking about that hot air near the sand, near the dunes, with some of that dune grass. I could totally see it. This definitely transported people who didn't know about the brief blindly, just smelled it without me telling them the name, Lair du Desert Americain. This is a successful transportative fragrance. This is also an amazing amber fragrance. At its core, this is a beautiful dusty amber fragrance with some spices and some green facets that make it really alive. Unbelievable stuff here. I'm glad my buddies got me into this. Thank you, Daniel, mostly, and Mo as well. We share a love for this thing. We're really, really into it. And I definitely have to say this was one of my better finds of the year. And it took me a little bit to figure that out. But as ambers go, this is your masculine, dusty amber. It's amazing, guys. It's really, really that good. I could end the video here, but there's just a few other ones that's tied with that I really can't separate. Now, honorably mentioning a similar kind of amber. This isn't better than that. It's just in the same family. This is Lone Star Memories. Now, this is undoubtedly not that, but I think that same DNA in the ambery body that he uses is constructing this thing. I'm going to do a full-on review, I believe, with my buddy Mo in a few weeks. We're going to get a review out where we both double review this. Not going to say too much about it other than it has handsome masculine components. It has horse smell to it. And it has an oody sort of campfirey thing going on as well right at the beginning, and a really, really glorious dry down. I love it, but we're going to have to do a full-on review, and I'm going to give this way more time before I actually give you guys anything else. So Lone Star Memories, definitely plug in that. Me and Mo are going to double review that thing soon. So let's talk about a tie. Still tied with Lair du Desert Americain, and I can't parse them. So the next three here are all just tied. Amber Rousse from Parfums d'Empire. This thing. Now the bottle I think is nice and simple, but I think that's its weakest point. Something on the presentation for me, it's so like simple and run-of-the-mill almost. This thing should be in an ornate, glorious bottle because the smell doesn't match what it looks like in the bottle. It's very, very simple and like bare bones. I guess it's to make it affordable, and I get it. But this thing belongs in like a beautiful vial of some kind of just ornate thing. Because when you spray this, it's an otherworldly experience. This is so high quality. It just gives you that wow factor times 10, especially for you frag heads out there. This thing, it delivers. Parfums d'Empire, this is the only thing I've smelled from them. And that's it. I blind bought this just on a whim. Had no idea. I think this is just like one of the best blind buys I ever got. It's just amber in your face. And these other living components. And I feel like there's parts of so many different amber fragrances that I just spoke about sort of intermingled in this in its own way. And it's just unbelievable. The wearing experience is glorious, guys. What does it smell like? you're going to have to just sample it. It has obviously a airy amber thing going on, undeniable warmth, and then these other naturalistic components that give you just, it's a mind blower. There's just this dimensionality, the smell to this. I can't even do it justice with my words. You can stare at the notes all you want. You can hear somebody explain it to you all you want. This is one of those amber dream fragrances that people have been looking for. I'm telling you, if you're into amber, you've smelled them before, you like the smell, it's kind of, this one, definitely just go to it right away. It's a tie though still. I don't give it the best spot for sure. I think quality-wise though, it's unbelievable. It's not as base heavy though. It smells like French perfumery. If you get my drift, it has that beautiful kind of presentation where just at face value from first spray, it's amazing and overwhelmingly enjoyable. Nothing challenging about it. It is overwhelmingly beautiful, and I think it just has a freshness to it. It has this really specific smell. It has a booziness too in a weird way. Very amazing fragrance right here. A little dryness to it as well, and then it has a freshness to it, like an ambery freshness, an ambery dryness, and then it has that air feeling where there's space and it's breathable, but still so present and radiant and amazing. This is just, I'm going to glaze this thing to the end of time. It's really that good, guys. Amber Rousse is really that good. I love it so much, and it's more of your frag head fragrance, I'd say, but anyone could wear it. Now let's talk about the one that I keep considering as my number one. I think it's my favorite one. It doesn't really do the same wow factor. It's a little bit more aggressive, but I think that this is my favorite amber fragrance to actually wear out, and that's Amber Sultan. It just climbed its way up. It just climbed its way to the top. I love Amber Sultan. I love wearing it. I look forward to wearing it. Every time I go to grab it, I'm joyful, I'm excited, and I think it complements kind of how I carry myself, how I look, the energy that I want to bring with me. It just really carries it for me personally. You could debate quality levels. You could debate, like, does it have the same amount of ridiculous quality as this, dimensionality, whatever the experience is, texture, as Amber Rousse? No. But it's undeniably ridiculously good. It might be the best amber that I have to wear personally, like the one that I like the most. This one right here and L'air du Desert Marocain, they kind of go interchangeable with me, and I feel like they're tied for first. With Amber Rousse, it's a very difficult one for me to say get this one or that one to anybody. This is just my tour, and I think Amber Sultan's my favorite one to pick up and go wear. It's my favorite one for sure. It took a little bit for me to form this opinion too. Not a crazy dent here, but this is strong, guys. I get a great wear on this, and when you hit this with a fresh nose, it's otherworldly. And I know I've said that a few times here, but that's the whole idea. The dimensionality, just a beautiful fragrance and an excellent wearing experience. I love this thing. It makes me feel confident. I love it so much. It's really that good. It's one of my tops for sure. Definitely tied for the top spot with a few other ones. I've shot this video a bunch of times at this point. This is like 5th time I tried shooting it. So I actually spoke about these amber fragrances to myself in a room on a camera so much. And I started to realize this one I kept saving for number one spot. And I just had to stop myself and say, you know what? This is also that good. And so is L'air du Desert Marocain. And so is Grand Soir. And so are many of these. You just have to find what's for you. This one is more for me, guys. It has this spicy amber thing, very similar to how I explained a lot of the other ones here. It has an herbal component. The bay leaf thing that's in this makes it a little challenging, a little bit masculine, a little weird, a little eccentric. Still has that dried, spicy feel to it, and that gooey, beautiful amber thing that these amber fragrances do so uniquely, and I love it. That gooey, sweet, ambery thing, toned down, mixed really well, and some other things that I can't pick up that just put this beautiful picture together. And Amber Sultan might be the best masculine amber, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That and L'air du Desert Marocain are tied for the masculine amber spot. Anyway, guys, that's my list. I skipped a lot here. There's some other ones that I wanted to mention, but they're just not as good. Let's just talk about some of the stragglers and why I didn't really give them the time of day. This is a vanillic-centric amber. A lot of people are going to love this. This is Rosendo Mateo's number 5. Just as a straggler, This is a really good fragrance, but it doesn't really do any of the stuff that the other stuff does here. This is made to be more of a vanillic style. It's really good, guys. A lot going on here. I feel like most people are going to like this one more than a lot of the other ones I even just spoke about. But the amber is more in the warm vanillic direction. It's more of a vanilla fragrance. It actually reminds me of La Male a little bit, especially the elixir. Definitely reminds me of some of those components in here, albeit this is really nicely done. Number 5 is really good, but it's another designer style of sweetness to it. Really, really good stuff, but just sort of not really fully cutting it for this list to be spoken about. There's another honorable mention at the end here for stragglers. This is Boss Bottled Absolute. Now, don't let it fool you that this is a cheap, affordable designer. This thing is insanely good. You got this semi-chocolatey resinous amber going on here. It's sweet. It has a lot of like sweetness to it, but it's not overdone. It's in that vein of like the Carlisle crowd. It's in that vein of like that darker, sweeter, puffy kind of smell. It has like this resinous thing going on in it that grounds it, and it has like this sweet cloud to it. It's really, really darker and denser. Really good stuff, and I was super surprised by this one last year when I got it. It was just a really, really standout, and it could hang with some of these that I just talked about. The wearing experience on this is all compliments. It's an amazing smell. I had people even buy this, like asking me what I was wearing and buy this right there on the spot on their phones. This is Boss Bottled Absolute. Probably the designer release of last year, in my opinion. Maybe the best designer release in the last couple of years, in my opinion. And my last sort of straggler is just so eccentric, and it does its own thing. And I don't know if it's really amber-centric at all, but it's definitely built off of a warm, kind of gooey thing with a little bit of a vanilla kind of identity, but that's Sacred Flame. It smells like burning citruses. Like if you took citruses and turned citrus into a smoke accord. It doesn't have a smoke accord that you could pick up on, but it's like the citruses have a smokiness to them. Like somehow they turned... It's like they created fire out of citrus. Very interesting and strange. And it has this bed of thick, dense body. The performance on this is probably the most nuclear on this list. Probably really up there with the nuclear level. It's very, very powerful stuff. You got to really fully commit. Pretty one note, pretty one dimensional as you go. It doesn't change really. It's an awesome fall fragrance for sure. And that's Sacred Flame. But I don't think it's an amber-centric fragrance. It's just built off of amber, and amber is intrinsic but not centric to it. So guys, there's more. I could keep going, and I love this topic, but I'm going to cut it there. We're going to stop there and recap really quick. Amber Sultan, Ambre Rousse, and L'air du Desert Marocain all tied for first for my favorite amber-centric fragrances. There's other ambers out there. There's so many more to discover, and honestly, they're all super unique in their own way, even though they're in the same family. Let me know in the comments, guys, how you feel about amber. Do you have any favorites? Do you have any that I need to try that I haven't yet? Have you tried any of these ambers? Which ones do you wear? Let me know down below. I'll see you guys there. Peace.